Hey everybody, welcome back to Tuesdays with Jay. It's going to be a little late, but we are dropping the video for our new release, the Old Brick Bitter. It is an ESB. I'm going to let Ian talk to you about that, and then I'm going to let you know and fill you in about the Linden Street series that we're really excited about. So, go for it, bud.
So why an ESB and what is an ESB and what differentiates our ESB? So ESB stands for Extra Special Bitter. It's an English style that, don't let it be afraid, is pre-dating IPAs. It is less bitter than an IPA. What really got an ESB going, and actually a whole range of English lighter style beers, is actually the invention of Coke. Which is a carbon-based, it's basically coal, because previously almost all malting had been done with wood or peat. So a lot of malts were really, really dark in color and tended to be very smoky if you're going to do any sort of kilning. So Coke allowed lighter, fresher, your kind of like Maris Otter style malts to allowed to be made.
How's that spelled?
Coke, C-O-K-E.
Like C-O-K-E?
Yeah. So a bitter actually came across with that nomenclature as what people would order as opposed to a mild. So when those are really your only beer options, originally mild was kind of a generic coverall of beer styles in England. Bitter was one that was going to be a little bit lighter and a little bit hoppier. The first really widely acclaimed or first known was Fuller's London. So
it's still a popular ESB
it's
today.
still an ESB, you see, to this day. And the idea with it is it's basically an English pale ale. So there's some interesting malt characteristic and a little bit more hop character. So ours, what makes Oakland United so a little special, is it has an incredibly traditional English malt base and English yeast, but has a little more West Coast characteristic in terms of the hop bill. So it's bittered with classic English Fuggle, so one of the oldest OG English hops.
Also really fun to say.
Yes, agreed. But we used West Coast Comet for the later editions that give it a bit more fruit and floral characteristics than you would probably normally see on a traditional English bitter. So I think it's incredibly enjoyable. It comes in at 4.8%, incredibly drinkable, really all-time beer. So it's something I'm proud of, and I hope you'll enjoy it, Jay.
Yeah, and we're dropping that tomorrow, which is January 8th. Friday, come by the tap room and pick that up. We'll have that available in 12-ounce cans. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the name and what that means and all that fun stuff. So, as most of you probably know, we used to be Linden Street Brewing. The Old Brick Bitter was one of our more popular offerings from the Linden Street days. So that's where the name comes from, is the old brick facade that was inherent in the old brewery. So that's why it was named that. I think it's a great name. Super fun can. You'll see it tomorrow. I don't have any of them here yet, unfortunately, to show off a little early. But this will be the third in our Linden Street series. And to let you know what that is, our Linden Street series are the old school things that we used to brew as Linden Street Brewery that we brought back to the Oakland United portfolio. So anything you see in a 12-ounce can comes from the Linden Street portfolio. So the Black Lager, the Pilsner, and now the ESB. So hope to see you tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in.